For more on the other conference taking place in Jackson Hole and to explain just how Wyoming became a main crypto hub in the U.S., let's bring in Caitlin Long, the founder and CEO of Custodia Bank and a fundamental proponent of crypto in the state. It's good to see you, Caitlin. So I feel like crypto is in a very different place than it was 2 or 3 years ago, because this idea that the dollar is going down the tubes and that instability it would cause people to run from it just doesn't seem to hold as much as it did back then. Do you disagree?
Definitely agree. The two ecosystems need to coexist, and I believe will coexist for quite some time.
So why should I care if I'm not a person who's invested in crypto already? If I don't have a dog in the fight, why should I care as a participant in the economy? I'm not going to buy stuff with crypto anytime soon. It doesn't feel like. So what's in it for me?
Well, in the U.S., you might not be buying much with crypto anytime soon, but that's not true about the rest of the world. Bitcoin is different things to different people. And the most important aspect of Bitcoin is that no one controls it. It's just code maintained by engineers in an open source, decentralized manner, and it cannot be diluted by the arbitrary whims of a control P at a central bank.
So we've had a lot of conversation lately about AI. The metaverse has kind of faded away. Web3, which crypto is a part of, has faded away too. It's sort of competing, I think, crypto is for the zeitgeist here. If I shouldn't care in the U.S., why should I, as an investor, look at it beyond a space for speculation and some risk?
Well, in the U.S., that is primarily what it is right now. I'll concede that. It is about an investment, and especially that's true with the ETFs, with the wirehouses now starting to offer the Bitcoin and Ether ETFs, which is just a wrapper around the actual underlying asset. But again, it is also a payment system. It's so interesting, as someone who's been in Bitcoin for this entire, since 2012, so I've been through 3 cycles. Bitcoin became different things. In the beginning, it was a payment system, and it has evolved in the U.S. because of transaction costs to be a high value transfer system, which is what makes it an investment. And of course, because it cannot be diluted, it is digital gold. Right. That's probably the best analogy. So
bringing it all together, what can Wyoming do as a petri dish for crypto that other places can't?
Well, Wyoming's done a lot of things. The first and most important thing it did was to define the legal status of it as property and to define the rights and obligations of parties to a transaction involving it, so that if there is dispute about a transaction, a judge in the court system knows how to address that. Sounds boring, but it's foundational. And like so many of the other things that Tanea mentioned that Wyoming has done in its past, creating the LLC, giving women the right to vote, that went nationwide. And the same thing is happening here. Wyoming's laws are going nationwide, especially when we're seeing such anti-crypto policy coming out of those in control in Washington, D.C. right now.
Okay. Well, that might change, though. We'll see. Caitlin Long, Custodia Bank founder and CEO. Thanks for joining us.